So really, after World War II, there's been nothing like this that has impacted, humanity.
No, I'm not worried at all. I rely on God, Allah.
I've heard that from many people who are in the similar position as yourself. They're used to traveling extensively, and now traveling in generally for the next few years, they're saying is going to be completely changed. I believe Air Canada just laid off 20,000 employees, and their business has reduced by 95%. As a historian, Sheikh, are you aware of anything like this in modern history that's affecting, just this fundamental routine and structure of everyday life?
Well, really, most people refer back to World War II because
Mm,
that was an international affair, and the fact that the Allied forces, were fighting in Europe and fighting throughout Africa and fighting in Asia, that everybody on the planet was affected in a sense. And then, of course, when the nuclear bombs were dropped, this changed the consciousness of everybody in the world because of the fright. So really, after World War II, there's been nothing like this that has impacted, humanity. And probably what has really made it more complicated is social media, because
mm,
we're so connected together now. Whereas in the past, you have to like listen to a radio or watch a television, get a newspaper. But now we're simultaneously getting information from around the world. So this is something unprecedented.
mm. It's interesting that you mentioned World War II because you see a lot of similarities for what has happened almost 100 years ago. So, for example, with the recent Syrian civil war, we have not seen this many displaced people or migrants since World War II. And we actually exceeded those numbers from World War II. If we look at prior to World War II, the proliferation of fascism, we thought, okay, we dealt with fascism. We have the United Nations, and now we saw like some fracturing of the European Union, fascist governments coming, a lot of fascist ideas coming back to the forefront. So, and then now with this, pandemic again, causing a huge stress on global supply chains, a lot of chaos, alliances being tested. So there are a lot of themes, I would say, from that we saw in World War II almost 100 years ago and now.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.